All right, so, with that being said... Hey, Prince Charming! The final track that we're reviewing... by the way, this isn't the album in its entirety. We're just doing 5 tracks of 10. Mm-hmm. Which means you have even more incentive to go into the links in the description below and buy the fucking album.
Get all the magic and fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could pick and choose and just get a track. But why?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want the whole thing?
Exactly. That was my thinking.
Yeah. You know, so do all of us poor starving musicians a favor and buy the fucking album.
Buy the album.
Do it.
Especially right now, because none of us can play live gigs. Fuck.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I've been having a hard time even just playing stuff and putting it online. I've just been randomly, like, I don't know if anybody is on my Facebook, but I do a folk version of some Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep.
Crazy Train.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love doing Crazy Train on the banjo.
I want you to do it live, I thought. One of the streams you did, I think you streamed it, didn't you, as well? You did, like, a Facebook Live thing
I did.
Crazy Train.
Did I do it live?
I think it was, I think it was closer to the beginning of the whole pandemic. You were like, fuck it, here we go.
Here's Banjozzy Osbourne.
Banjozzy Osbourne.
I'm gonna do a whole folk album of just, like, rock and roll songs that are dear to my heart.
You should.
Yeah. A little Panama on the bench.
Yeah. Just call your...
Panama. Ding, 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 ding. Panama.
You gotta call it folk and rock.
You straight up should.
Folk and roll.
Yeah, folk and roll.
Gonna do a folk and roll album.
All right, so, hey Prince Charming.
This, my favorite song to play when I'm, like, I don't do a lot of bar playing, but I like this one because this is every woman has run into the guy that's like, "Oh, I'll save ya, darling," and this is my answer to that is like, "Hey, Prince Charming,
shut the fuck up." Yeah.
And this is kind of a we went for a New Orleans kind of feel to it.
Sweet.
So it's got a lot of tuba and some...
Oh, we're digging in right away then.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
I hit a note on this, and you'll hear it later on in the song, that I could never, ever do again.
Go ahead.
Ever. I'm no lady in need of saving. I'm no damsel in distress. Honey, I'm no dragon.
That's just a fun track. That's just fun. That's so fun.
He kept the giggle on the end, which was awesome.
Oh, you gotta keep that in, though.
That one was fun. I don't know why we didn't put the kazoo. That was the whole plan, was to have kazoo or clarinet or some kind of like really... And we, for whatever reason, I think we just didn't get around to putting that in there before COVID hit, because we did have 2 days in studio after the world went berserk. And so it was just like, let's just finish what we gotta finish, and we just never got around to adding it in there. And that's not something that you can synthesize.
No.
Unfortunately not.
It's not the horn deal. It's not. It's not strings and stuff.
So it is what it is. That one. It's still a fun one. That one I love playing live. Actually, Peter and I did Duke Street for the Capitol Center, and that was our last song that we played in our set. And same laugh at the end every time. I always have that same laugh because it makes me laugh. That was a poem that I wrote like years ago. I just wrote it out as a poem, and then like years later, and I'm like, hey, I can write music to this now. I know how to do that.
That's awesome.
And when I first wrote it, like as the song, I pictured it as like a gospel-y, with a bevy of,
the Baptist choir.
And the clapping their hands. That's right, Prince Charming!
I still hear that in there. It's still got shades
It's still
of that.
kind of in there, yeah. Like the soul claps.
Yeah,
That's I just love it because it's like, hey, Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Take a fucking hike.
I'm no maiden in need of saving, buddy. Go find. Yeah.
Go.
I can honestly say I don't know what that feeling's like.
Hey, Princess Charming? No Princess Charmings? Hey, lady? Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. I'm fine. Stop. Oh, well,
Tell me about your feelings.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tell me about your feelings.
If you want to go that angle. And how does that make you feel? Am I in therapy? Fuck?
There you go.
Oh, man.
That's fantastic. So I love how many different, and we talked about this at the top anyway, so I'm just reiterating shit for no good goddamn reason other than maybe the audience has forgotten that we mentioned this. All, 30 people who are watching this right now. But it's interesting, you go across so many genres and so many decades of music.
Yeah.
And it is just smooth.
Yeah.
It just works.
It does.
It
It
works
totally
the
is
whole thing.
cohesive.
And we have yet, obviously, we'll have to go through and listen from top to tail the whole album to get that as well. But that'll be a review on the website afterwards that I type up for you. So.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's awesome how still fluid it seems. It's clearly the same fucking album.
Yeah.
Well,
the whole in the lineup, it tells a story.
Yeah.
So the Big Dream goes into Long Way Home. Long Way Home into Daughter of Trees, which we didn't hear, but that's a story of me.
I think I remember you showing us that song.
I'm Daughter of Trees. So that's about being strong and so from Daughter of Trees, Horse to Water, which is, we didn't listen to that one either. Oh, that's a good one. Horse to Water.
We'll have to do the second episode, the part 2, where you listen to the rest of the album.
Yeah.
Horse to Water is about, you can only, you can point people in the right in a direction, but that's as far as you can go. And you can only see things from your own point of view at the same time. And from that, song goes into Sometimes at Night.
Yeah.
So, all these deep feelings bring you into that, aw. From Sometimes at Night, you wake up the next day and you're like, hey, Prince Charming.
Fuck off.
And then Journey is a song that's a kind of a heavier song too, but it's just about healing, not just for yourself, but the next generations. Blindsided is a breakup song, but it's about, life blindsiding you. And to Little Girl. And then the very last song is This Is Me, which is the only real roots song on the album. And it's the going out song. And basically it is So all this that you've just listened to, well, this is me.
Yeah.
And all of this here is all represented in that last song. Like, I'm afraid of your rejection. I'm the queen of self-deception. I'm a mess, I confess, but this is me. And it's a real, like, it's got the banjo, it's got the mandolin. It's, like, really rootsy and upbeat. And that's... So the whole album tells my story through, you know, this. And then the last song is like, well, you know, one of the few last lines on This Is Me as well. I'm afraid that I'm still scared that you'll laugh at all I've shared.
Wow.
And, you know, I'm a mess. And, you know, here I am in all my glorious imperfection.
Yeah. So take it or leave it.
This is me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna have to do part 2 of this.
Yeah.
Give this a few weeks to percolate, and then we'll come back and listen to the
I'm so glad that we've been able to listen to these tracks, though, because I love it. I think it's great.
It's good. I'm so proud of this album.
Yeah.
As you should be.
You should be, absolutely, yeah.
And shout out to Peter Cleach again for all of his awesome work, because that's his...
It's as much his album as it is mine.
Well, I mean,
and that's hard to... Well, I did. I wrote the songs, yes.
Like, you brought the feeling to convey, and then did so vocally, and then he did so musically. Yeah.
I do feel like this is you know, as much his album as mine in that regard, and he put as much heart into it as I did.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a rare thing when you're working with people, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my first experiences in the studio was a really heart-wrenching song for me. The song, you guys have heard it, the one that I wrote for my son. And when they sent it back to me, when they added all their stuff to it, they made it sound like...
Chipper.
Oh, it was just like so hokey because they went, oh, banjo, we got to have an old-timey piano in there. And it just, the harmonies they added, it just sounded like a bunch of cowpokes sitting around the wagons. That's and I was just like, what the hell did you do to my song? And I remember just being so upset and angry, and it was just like, they don't get it.
But now you have Peter.
And then, to work with somebody like Peter who gets it. And can just color things just perfectly. So.
Well, that's fucking awesome. Well, thank you both then for bringing us.
Yes, thank you.
And cheers, and thanks for bringing us along too.
Oh yes,
yes. Cheers.
How fantastic!
Here we go.
Alrighty, well, to big dreams.
To big dreams.
Big dreams.
And as always,
we will see you guys later.
Hey, Prince Charming. Some Cajun on that, baby.
oh shit, sorry. And then outro music happens and all the glory.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Like and subscribe. Do it.
Do it now.
Or else. Yeah, do it yesterday.
Do it yesterday.
Because if you didn't, I'll know.
It's a long way
home. So how long was this one? Wow, fucking... Okay. You got a big horn, buddy.